Peace. Peace. So we you know, it's your brother DenaMill, you understand? And this nation building thing, right? We talk about it and we hear about it all the time. Nation building, nation building. You know, we got to build a nation. And a lot of times you hear this talk in all types of different ideologies, coming from different ideologies. You know, inside of our community as quote unquote so-called black people, we got about 40 or 50 different ideologies and philosophies running around. We got all types of schools of thought sitting inside of our community. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it is based on belief system. A lot of it is based on beliefs. And my problem with this is I say this often, and I will continue to say this often. And what I'm going to say is that a belief is no good. A belief is no good, number one, because it's absent of facts. It's absent of truth. You can run a belief system. You can run with a belief all you want. And you can try to clean it up and make it pretty all you want. And it's a belief and you can try to make it pretty. But you know what? The fact of the matter is that the belief does not have truth, or it is not based in truth or on fact. It is belief. And when you have a belief, 9 times out of 10, a belief is something that has not even been examined properly or has not been examined at all, which is why it's a belief. So with this nation building thing, and you hear all of this nation building talk and how it should be done from this perspective and from that perspective and from this perspective and from that perspective. Well, my thing is this: a belief is absence of fact. What you need to do is take your belief, you turn it to fact, and then fact becomes application. You understand what I'm saying? You can take your belief, turn it to fact, make it application, or even in the bigger picture, if you want to maintain your belief, that's on you. But your belief should not be a barrier to nation building or to progress when dealing with other people. Because if we nation building, there's no place when we're building up nation to be having discussions about belief systems. There's no place for it. It has no bearing. It's a waste of energy, right? So if you believe in a rock, that's cool. If you believe in a rock, I don't care if you believe in a rock or not, but I know you a carpenter. And I know you can build a house, and I know you can frame a house and so on and so forth. So I don't care about your rock. I want to know, brother, can you show me how to frame, put a foundation down and make a frame so I can start building my house, and show me how to do it. That's what I'm concerned about. Not about how ancient is the rock that you worship and who's the founder of the rock. And come on, man. This is what's bothering us right now. See, we get in our own ways, people, and beliefs are what's stopping us from even beginning to nation build anything, because you want me to believe like you, but I don't have to. I don't have to believe like you in order to do something positive with you. You see what I'm saying? We can find other common grounds to build off of that we can agree upon. And number one thing we can all agree upon is that the system is trying to eliminate us. We can all agree that the system is trying to eliminate us. And not only even us. Now, it's a humanity thing, or anybody who goes against the grain. But the reality is they've been trying to eliminate us. We are the most conspired people. We've been conspired against the most, and they're trying to eliminate us consistently. And we are helping them eliminate our own selves. You see what I'm saying? So there's something else that has to take place. There's something else that has to go on. And this whole belief thing, it can't really work in nation building, because you're going to bring in your beliefs and it's going to cause a conflict, and you're going to want to battle. You're going to want to fight and argue and holler because I don't believe in your book, or you don't believe in my book, or you don't believe anything I believe in, vice versa. This is why me, DenaMill don't have beliefs. I don't have a belief. I've taken my beliefs and turned them into actual facts. And anything that I couldn't turn into actual fact, I threw it away. Any school of thought that I've ever sat inside of, I've challenged it. I've looked for the loopholes. I look for it to be wrong on purpose. Because if I can find something wrong with it, I don't need it. And I did that to a lot of schools. A whole bunch. A whole bunch. A whole bunch. Try to discredit those schools. And many of the schools that I went through, I did discredit them. I found something wrong. The only school I haven't found anything wrong with in its application in the history and the studies and the correlations is Moorish Science Temple of America. And I've sat in many schools, man. But see, the Prophet was the origin of many of those other schools. And so things was missing. But that's a whole nother story. Nation building. If we going to get onto the nation building thing, we got to understand that that belief thing don't work all the time. And if we're going to increase the learning and the edification of our people, we have to know how to increase that. First of all, we have to know the demographics. If you're a teacher and you dealing with people, you got to know the population you dealing with. You got to know the cultural paradigm of that people, environment and social surroundings and what they come through and what they've been through in order to properly teach them, to get through to them. And we have a thing called multiple intelligence. Everybody don't learn the same. And it's the same thing with this belief thing. Everybody don't believe the same. But you got to move past the beliefs, because we can't nation build on beliefs. But what we can nation build on is your talents as a skilled technician or something of that nature that can actually bring in a particular skill set and put something together. If we lay blacktop together, do I have to agree with you about Ra? And do you have to agree with me about Jesus or something? Do we have to agree about, we don't even have to discuss those things. What we have to discuss is we got to build this blacktop because we know that this road is going to be used for our community. We're building a community together. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter if you can't change your belief to a fact. What happens is that some of us don't even want to change our belief system because it's comfortable for us to live in our belief system, because with our belief system becomes something outside of us, that becomes something that doesn't have to allow us to be responsible and accountable for our own actions. So in our belief systems, we have things that we can throw our transference on and put it on this thing outside of ourselves that don't even exist, when we're actually our very own problem. See, some of us want to stay in the belief system because it benefits us, because we value that and we benefit from that, staying self-dependent. We benefit from being, staying codependent on the system. Some of us benefit from that. Some of us need that. Some of us are slaves. So it's needed. So with that being said, nation building don't have nothing to do with belief systems. Nation building has everything to do with the strategic outcome and making it happen and using skill sets to make it happen. Application. I don't have to believe what you believe. You don't have to believe what I believe. So take the belief thing and throw it away when it comes on to nation building. Because when nation building is nation building, it ain't about belief systems. It ain't about belief systems. It's about the goal and the love of your people, regardless of what they believe. See, that's how it works. It's regardless of what a person believes. If you really are about the upliftment of your whole race, it doesn't matter what they believe. If that's what you're about, and you can find other like minds the same way, it doesn't matter. Peace.